Alrighty, this is my first ever live stream ever, so I am nervous. I am actually like shaking. I can get up on stage in front of like freaking 10,000 people and just like do my thing. I can film at home and then edit the shit out of it. But the combination of forces, I think, is what's really making me nervous. But now the button is hit. It's done. I've been live for 35 seconds now. And good job, everyone. So hi, welcome. We're going to be freaking, I'm not allowed to swear. This is our first challenge. Here we go. Almost broke my record already in the first minute of being live. You will be hearing the disembodied heads of my best friend and my husband throughout this. They're behind the camera as moral support, so we love that. So this is good. Alrighty, so premise. I'm going to be stitching and being today. I've got a lot to talk about and I'm sort of holding myself accountable as well because I have been meaning to start working on puppets for the last 2 weeks now, but I have been painting non-stop, painting a month now, I think. Was it a month? About a month painting straight? Yeah, about that. So fallen a bit behind in my work. So today I'm just going to be working on puppets and that's what I'm going to be doing. So for this, I am hoping that if you just need someone to craft along with and have chatter in the background while you're doing your thing, that's what I want to be here for. Bless you. So yeah, grab out what I don't expect anyone to join me on this live stream either. And because it's my first one, I don't want anyone to. We needed to figure out like just all the technology stuff and like there was a big learning curve, learning that, yeah, you can't easily go from like webcam to phone streaming. But look, now the first time of it is done, so we can move ahead. So puppets, I'm gonna start working on this. And I guess the first thing that we can, bitch isn't even a swear. I don't give a, I'm doing so well already. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna bitch about though is the absolute cluster that was Mercury retrograde. Holy dooly. So ours started out, well mine started out with, where's my chalk? Oh, okay, hang on. Before I get into that. See, this is why I'm worried about going live. Everyone sees the chaos that is my head jumping from like topic to topic and then circling. That's what we're here. That's what we're here for. Keep me on track. So, yes, I did build a prototype out of, I didn't have the correct materials, but I wanted to see if the shape and everything would work, and it does. So I did have to make a few adjustments. So I've sort of drawn on it all over it. Again, you may have heard me say in past videos, I don't like to take existing patterns because I find that you usually just have to fix it all up anyway. So, which evidently I did. So yeah, now that I've got the correct actual materials, I'm going to remake the puppet head and be able to see how it actually works when it's with the proper material. Now, Mercury retrograde. Alrighty, ours started off with, there was this pigeon. So, okay, so it had been like rainy, really rainy for ages and ages. It was just weeks worth of rain and everything was just gross. And my husband had gone down to his best friend's wedding in Melbourne. And so, okay, the first instance of this pigeon was that I had gone outside to have, I don't think I can even bring up tobacco use. I went outside to get some fresh air.
Filtered fresh air.
Oh, censorship is difficult. Okay. So I went outside to get some fresh air. It was during the day. It was because Alex, my best friend, was at work. And so I went out to get some fresh air and walk out the front door, and you've sort of got your muscle memory of everything going on that happens. So like, you just automatically go for the door, swing it open real fast and go to step out. So do that, and then suddenly, there's all these fluttering and feathers and squawking, and my brain, my fight or flight kicks in, and I just like cover my head, and I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? I'm either being attacked by a burlesque girl with feathers who wants me to fix something for her, or this is a live animal. And it was indeed a live animal. So there was this pigeon that then flew off, like away from me, thank God, and it flew onto the neighbor's roof. And this thing was like drenched. It was like really oily looking. I've not seen, so I assume, it was just sort of waterlogged from all the rain and everything. So it flew onto the neighbor's roof, and it gave me the stink eye. Like, it was up on the roof, and it was like down at me. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, I've just upset this pigeon. There we go. I've traced a template. I'm doing well. I've achieved something this morning. So death staring pigeon at me. I feel really bad because I'm like, poor thing, it's just so waterlogged. And then, so I think that's the end of that, right? Oh, no. The next day, Alex comes home from work, and I've told everyone about this being accosted by the pigeon at that point, which actually it was my fault. I accosted the pigeon, really. So Alex comes home and Jeb's away, and he goes, so you know that pigeon that has it in for you? And I felt very, very respected when he said that has it in for you, because it doesn't make me sound like a paranoid, insane person. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, well, it's back. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, yeah, and it's dead. And I'm like, okay, what, where? And so the pigeon at some point had come back to the same spot that I had disturbed it in the day before. And it had died there, like died on our front porch. Like, and usually lovely Jeb, he's the one to take care of like the scary things cleaning up like that. So yeah, Alex and I, being the reasonable, responsible, sensible adults we are, did not start screaming about it or anything, or, we handled it so calmly and coolly. Like, I think I was gonna make a really, really bad joke at my own expense then, but I am not going there. Filtering myself now, doing well. Here we go. So yes, we handled it really, really well. The pigeon was, yeah. So our Mercury retrograde started up with having a little funeral for this pigeon and handling it quite well. So started off with that. Then it was, okay, so you know how Mercury retrograde is famous for screwing up technology and things like that. My laptop, which is from the past. It is from 2012. And when I'm editing videos, a minimum of about 10 times I have to reset this thing to work and just edit videos and things like that. No, it decided to work for the entire period of Mercury retrograde. Mercury Gatorade. So, where was I? The laptop was working, so it had a reverse. So I can't actually even be angry about that. Like, that worked in my favor. Everything else was absolutely balked. Alrighty, it's my new thing. I'm gonna come up with just stupid words to put in place of the swears that I would usually film. I'm a big fan of the old swearing. Not all the time, but I love it for a little bit of emphasis. What do you guys reckon?
It's obligatory.
Obligatory. Agreed. Alrighty. So, yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Then the other weird technology thing that I had was, so Jeb was at work and I was messaging him and he was messaging back, and then every time he messaged me, it would actually start ringing my phone. So I would call him back and, we'd have a phone conversation, which is not usual for us. Like, I hate speaking on the phone. Could make an entire episode of that alone. So it was calling me. So I was calling him back and he kept being like, I'm at work. I'm really busy, babe. What's going on? And I'm like, you called me repeatedly. And he's like, no, I didn't. And then, so that was when like that Telstra outagey thing was going on. So I don't know if it had anything to do with that, but it was just absolutely bizarre. So would get a text and my phone would start ringing and it was not anyone calling. It was phantom phone calls. And it wouldn't let me pick up the call either. It would just be displaying this ringing phone with no option to deny or accept it. I'd never seen anything like that before. Like, yeah, that was just so weird. Okay, like, I'm not going to get into the heavy stuff of it all because I feel like everyone really went through it this time round. But the other sort of weird things that happened was then, lost my tape measure. Jeb was coming home from work and this old lady just stops him, looks joyous on her face and just starts speaking at him in Chinese. And Jeb doesn't speak Chinese. So it was, when I heard him tell that story to me, it felt like the old lady knew him in a past life or something. I'm getting so spooky dooky in this episode already. I feel like that's all right. I like that. But on to the final Murphy Gatorade. When everyone felt it, I'm sure, just this huge culmination of emotions and just building and building and building. And I finally broke down in the food court of Burwood at Macca's, and a Macca's mum looked after. And it's like, this poor woman was not prepared for this at 10 in the morning, weeping, and then being so joyous because I had my favorite Macca's breakfast. She went above and beyond. Burwood Macca's customer service through the roof. I did actually put in a positive review after that because above and beyond, and the breakfast was actually perfect that morning. So what? It was exactly what I needed. All right. That's enough of Murphy Gatorade from now on. For something that I talk so often about, the fact that I can't even pronounce 80% of the time, quite amusing, quite amusing. Okay, we are going to talk about the damn rabbit holes that I've been down lately because I can't imagine what it's been like from your perspective to just suddenly be like, oh, great, she's obsessed with freaking JoJo Siwa at the moment. I found this thing hilarious, the whole thing. You want to jump in anytime?
We want to love JoJo.
We want to love JoJo really badly, but bit evil.
Yeah. She's
Like-
making it hard to love her.
She really is. And like, okay, gonna do the whole bad girl thing. Like, yeah, be bad. Go and,
But don't break child labor laws.
don't break child labor laws. Go and graffiti a wall and feel a bit naughty or whatever you need to do. Don't exploit people. You're not a bad girl because you're exploiting children. There's a big difference between being a bad girl and being legit evil. So, like, yeah, I'm going to go full out and say, yeah, JoJo Siwa is a bad girl. But she's beyond that. It's just basically evil at this point. Oh, so yeah, I went down the entire JoJo Siwa rabbit hole. What was your two favorite bits of the JoJo education?
To me, it's the constant singing of her song. Just to expose you, sorry.
I've been doxxed lyrically. Look, it's a damn catchy song.
It is.
Bob, your thoughts?
The rap on her car and the fact that you have all of these faces of like glittery little Nickelodeon star and then homebrand Gene Simmons just in amongst the like some kind of where's Wally just desperate PR. I don't know. And then like all the videos of her cutting off people on the freeway, and it's like you know exactly who it is because her face is on the car 10,000 times, and it says in massive letters, JoJo. Like it just.
It's so good because like originally she just had, JoJo with the big bows and rainbows wrap on her car as like an adult woman, still going with that. Like, you have to understand, she was still 18 and driving around in a car with her face repeatedly on it from when she was like, 15. I don't want any pictures of me when I'm 15, like, anywhere. But then, at some point, they ordered a new wrap because it then included her new look.
The Gene Simmons.
The
JoJo
Gene
Siwa.
Simmons. So it's extra disturbing. You're right, babe. Like
JoJo Simmons one might say.
JoJo Simmons,
And
but
she didn't know who he was. That was the best bit.
the fact that it was all combined, like, and didn't go an entirely new rap, like, and just go full into the new
Yeah, the new
look,
image.
the new
so
era.
She's like, here's my new self, I'm badass. Also, here's 1,000 more pictures of me wearing a bright pink bow. And just like the forcefulness of like when everyone else goes through their bad person phase, like you see them having the mental breakdown, you see them you see this whole process going on, and she's like, I'm gonna PR this, like. All right, bud. I mean, like, it clearly works. Everyone's talking about her. Like, is it a long-term solution? No.
I like that it's just sort of, like, you don't decide when you're entering your bangers era. Like, you don't get to pick.
It is thrust upon you.
It's sort of something other people look back on and refer to it as that was her bangers era. Not, I've decided I'm entering my top tier era. Like, you don't get to
Do
decide.
I put my midlife crisis on the calendar? Like,
I've got to schedule in to be bad, to be worse. So, no, I'm actually like, tell me what you think. I honestly feel like their marketing department has a schedule, and I'm waiting for the next thing to drop because it's going to be like JoJo dyes her skin green. I don't know. Like, but they're like, okay, we've got to be even badder now. What do kids do that's bad now these days?
pretend to smoke fads. I don't know.
They didn't used to be called fads.
No, they absolutely,
Yeah.
they absolutely did not. How to get your first YouTube live stream cancelled within 20 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes in, and I finally cut out 2 templates. This should have taken me 5 minutes.
Without JoJo Siwa.
Without the influence of JoJo Siwa, I look. Summing up on that whole topic, though, the original lady who wrote the song, her version is far superior. I would actually love to hear, and someone's going to do it. It's going to be one of the fantastic metal YouTubers I listen to who do metal covers. And they're going to do a really good JoJo, like that song, what is it, Karma, cover of that. And it's going to be so freaking good. And I'm going to be like, God damn it. But yeah, the original, look, it's catchy. It does what it's meant to. It gets in your head. So, and that version, I have to say, far superior. However, you know when like they take the clips and stuff, and because of copyright reasons, they have to slightly change the pitch and things like that. There was one video we were watching, and they had down-tuned it.
Yeah.
And it sounded better.
So much better.
It was just so much better. So, yeah. But look, go, like, if she is living her best bangers era, all for her, but yeah, stop with the actual evil.
But yeah, like, is it just a PR move to try to hide up that one of her dancers was bleeding out of the belly button? You know?
I just, at 0 point, and I'm a costume person. I'm not precious, though. I'm like, get blood on, I don't care, that's awesome. Look, I'll probably put my own on there, it's fine. What point in someone's head are you like, yeah, just patch it up? Not, you need to be at a hospital immediately. I would be stopping a show. I don't even drive, and I'd be like, I'm going to drive you.
It's just also not where you expect someone to bleed from, right? Like, if someone has a nosebleed, we've all come across that. We've all seen that. We've all witnessed that. If someone started bleeding from the belly button in front of me, or like, I don't know what I would think, because you're just not. And like,
it's so concerning.
It's like,
I'm still very shocked that just there hasn't been an entire video done on this thing alone. Like, it is so shocking to me that no one seemed to be like, this is serious. Oh, you have to pay for healthcare in America. Oh.
I'd still say it's more just them being like, we don't want to deal with this problem, keep dancing.
Absolutely that. But I also, just side note, realized that and was like, that is something to consider, especially since they were being exploited and not paid correctly. So, yeah, I think just that entire topic, just that little aside could be done an entire thing on. The other rabbit hole I have been down, scam baiting. scam baiting. So I love it because it's scam the scammer. It is, what is it? It's like neutral chaos. Like, no, it's kind of good chaos. Chaos, good, chaotic good. I love it. Scam the scammer. Like, because you're getting them at their own game.
They started the game. You're just joining in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think it's fantastic. So I've actually, like, I have been into it for a while. I've got my favorite kind of scam baiters, but I've discovered these two new guys recently, and they're very hands-on, enthusiastic, hands-on, passionate. This very intense Russian man, and his lovely, gentle, not sidekick, they're not each other's sidekick,
Co-host.
co-host, that's the word. I was thinking of the word producers for some reason, but I suppose they would be co-producers as well. But they go hard in. Like, it's these two fantastic guys. Oh, if you do want to check this out, Trilogy Media, because hot dang.
Hot dang.
They go hard in, and I love that because, look, sometimes it is just fantastic to just go all in and ask questions later. And that's what they do. Often to probably their detriment, but look, we live and learn. I love it. But yeah, I guess it's like, what I've been thinking of it, it's just like when I get down a rabbit hole, Al, of something that is so not sort of on my trajectory of interests, and I'm just like, what are they thinking? And I'm just like, I just go with it. They sucked me in. I got interested. And then that's that. And then you obsess on it. I've also been, now you're going to love talking about this one. I've been on the nostalgia trip lately and just fully leaning into the 90s. Are there two people watching? Oh my God, I didn't even see. I was, hi, sorry, I'm just, okay, cool. Now, I'm playing this cool. I am live. Get the lean on. The bar lean.
Looking very professional.
Looking so professional. Oh my God, hi, very exciting. Okay, what was I talking about? Nostalgia. So, I have been leaning fully back into like the socially and globally trends. We're having a bit of a 90s moment, I'm sure you've all sort of noticed. And I hated the 90s the first time around for reasons. And I didn't like the fashion the first time around. I remember very specifically saying to Alex at the time, we have been lifelong friends, saying, I just don't think the 90s has an aesthetic. It's just sort of nothing, isn't it? And cringe. But that's the sign of growth, isn't it? You look back on yourself and cringe because you've learned a thing or two, hopefully, in your lifetime.
And we were absolutely having that conversation decked out in textbook 90s trends. Like
literally,
cargo pants, oversized band tees.
Literally sitting on blow-up furniture, having this conversation. Oh, wow. Okay, so that was my experience of, well, very condensed fashion opinion of the 90s as it was happening. I'm very young at this point, you have to understand, like...
But a fetus.
I was but a fetus. I'm not going to age myself. I'm not embarrassed. just prefer to consider myself as timeless rather than be confined to a deadline and a concept like that. Boring. Anyway, so where was I? This is why he's here, to keep me on the 90s.
Yes.
So, the 90s. Okay, so yes, I was having, did not think the 90s actually had any kind of aesthetic or anything like that. And then, yes, looking, now that it's having its little rewind moment, I am looking back and seeing that it does indeed. Oh my God, okay. Sorry, I'm using fabric glue and it just sprayed like a little bit up. I don't know if you saw it, like little things. And one time I was using super glue, and if you put super glue on cotton, it starts burning it. So yeah, I was doing that in the kitchen once. And so yes, just be very careful with your super glue, because it will light cotton on fire. But luckily, yes, no, just had to quick safety check, everyone. Quick safety check. Good. The 90s. So, no, now we are having a moment of the 90s, and I very much have been proven wrong and am seeing just what the 90s had to offer. And the fact that I didn't realize at the time, or maybe it's more of the trend of now. You're going to have to fashion help me out on this one with the trends. The 90s was very alternative leaning, and well,
grunge.
Grunge.
The craft happened.
The craft, yes, very yes, there was, to me, that's like a very early, 90s kind of goth thing, and at the time I was aware of that, and you're going cool, but you think that's sort of a little bit niche. But now looking at today's sort of comparison of fashion and seeing how it is now, and I feel it's very much lent more to the mainstream now, but then seeing it in store right next to the 90s things, and I'm going, well, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, and that would have never, ever have been me at the actual time. So I feel like I've just given myself this sort of little nostalgia journey and allowed myself for the first time to, hey, we finally have one side. Well done. Okay. Take this little nostalgia journey and just really actually enjoy the things that I enjoyed from the 90s, wholeheartedly, rather than being, I kind of grew up where I was shamed for a lot of the things I liked. So sometimes it's hard for me to share what I like because I'm automatically thinking I'm going to be made fun of. So that is something I am learning to break. And this 90s sort of nostalgia trip has really helped along that journey. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to go back and we're gonna redo it all again with what I know now. So sort of it's like the, when you have those hypotheticals and you're going, oh, if you could go back in time. So I'm doing that. And I'm doing it in real life because fuck hypotheticals. We're getting metaphysical on this shit. I don't, on this stuff, I do not care. I think I'm far enough in that I will not. I did not swear. I did not. I'm doing well. So the things that have come up again, I've just had a Goosebumps revival. That never goes away, but
no, it was huge in the 90s and it's huge again now. Huge again
now, which is great because Goosebumps is my absolute favorite book, series, movies, anything that they were. That meme, that oh my god, Goosebumps meme, that is me. I'm not even kidding. You can make fun of me for it. See, we laugh along together. That's what is good. Don't come for someone, laugh with them, not at them, unless they deserve it. Quick aside life advice. This is why I don't get unfiltered. Alrighty, one side done. So Goosebumps was a thing. I sort of rewatched Daria. I redid all that. That was absolutely fantastic. That series still holds up to this day. And all fair to say, we're still in love with Trent Lane.
Mm-hmm.
Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, I feel like we've all dated the Trent Lanes in real life. You know, the cool dude, or the cool girl even. And they just, I don't know, just because they're so cool and like, when you're young, you tend to pedestal that kind of a thing. But then you end up dating a person who actually has those characteristics, like, you know, no motivation to sort of do anything really. And that is absolutely fine if they want to do that for themselves, like, absolutely. But when you get there and you're sort of like, oh, good, I kind of have to work my schedule around someone who doesn't have one. And usually with those sorts of things, like cool dudes and cool gals, a lot of, you know, the naughty stuff, the drinky. Oh, do I have to even like censor this? The glug glug.
And all the other stuff.
And all the other stuff. And you know, you work out pretty quickly. Do you know what? I was that problematic person. I was the Trent Lane. I'm sorry to everyone that I Trent Laned. I've grown as a person now and have been very sober for many years. But look, you still wish, don't we all wish that we could all sleep all day lying face down while the phone's ringing and music is just blaring, and then, yeah, that. So
Empty pizza boxes everywhere.
that's the one. So I've been the Trent Lane as well as dated the Trent Lanes. And look, it's not the dream cool rock star relationship you think it's gonna be. It's usually just a lot of learning curves and things you got to make up for in your 30s. How do you think Trent Lane is doing these days?
Wow. Do you reckon he's like a fucking a soccer dad?
A soccer dad. Like, he could have turned it around.
Or he could have just settled.
He could
He
have
just
just
got
settled.
so old and broken that he had to settle.
Oh. But like we always ship like Daria and Trent anyway, but like in reality, and they do the future episodes where like they're together, and they explained it really well. They were like, Daria has actual sort of academic and professional goals that she wants to do, and both of those lifestyle choices are valid, by the way. Like, that's all up to you. I don't, not here to judge. But when your goals don't align, though, is what I'm saying, it's a bit harder to have a relationship where you're not sort of working towards the same end result. That went off on a wild tangent where we are discussing the relation of the Trent Lane in depth. This is what happens when you get a house full of people who don't like small talk. I loathe small talk. Like, however, I do love talking about the weather, but intensely about the weather. And just like, yeah, to the point where you just scare people a little bit with how much you know about it. And then just tell everyone you're a licensed meteorologist. It's always a good one. All right, so the nostalgia trip, yes. Now the downfall of this, and I have been very emotional about it, so I'm putting my crafting down for a second, is that when you take a nostalgia trip back to the 90s as a time traveling but real life now self, if that made any kind of sense. Pizza Hut all you can eat restaurant no longer exists. Pizza Haven no longer exists. Oh, sorry, I just had to take a moment. The death of the family restaurant.
That's deep.
Is it?
What does that say about our society? The breakdown of our families.
Look, if we want to if we want to art speak, I would have said that in a much more pointed term. If we want to art speak on it, the death of the family restaurant is a social.
It's a social red flag.
Is a social red flag that the very fabric of our society has been torn apart. No longer do they want togetherness and shared meals. They want division within own families because you can no longer go to an all-you-can-eat pizza restaurant. And, okay, this was a thing though, when, in the 90s though, okay, I grew up in the lower Blue Mountains. So, I'm a Penrith girl. Okay, so for all of those who don't know what Penrith is, it's a lovely city that is located like the western suburbs of Sydney. And it's known for being a little more, I don't know why I'm treading around the words. I am bogan as hell. It's a bogan place. It is. I grew up there. Explains a lot, doesn't it? So in the 90s, growing up in Penrith, there were a lot of families around. So like, you know, the kids were all raised together, things like that. So going out to a family restaurant, I love how aggressive I'm also getting with my, I don't know if you saw this before, but I was literally just pointing my scissors at everyone. Going out to the family restaurant was an event. It was not a huge event unless it was like, you know, a birthday or something. But you would still put on your special little 90s outfit. You would pick your little, for me it was, you pick your little best dress. What was it for you, Al? Did you pick your best 90s printed backpack shorts?
Yeah, it was a plaid shirt with like purple and mustard yellow and a little bow tie.
The bow tie.
And suspenders. What's the whole look?
The whole shebang. So like, yeah, you would do a little dress up. And look, to be honest with you, I think the little dress up may have impacted my life quite deeply. What? So, yes. Okay, so dressing up, hang on, I do have an aside on that, which I'm absolutely totally going to forget to bring back up any money. But it was an event. So you would put on your little outfit and you would go to the family restaurant with like your family and, you know, for me, the top tier restaurant was Sizzler.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, no, the good thing is I flippantly say I would sell my soul for cheese toast. However, Alex makes the best cheese toast. Like it tastes just like, we haven't had that in a few years now. We should do that. Cheese toast is coming. So Alex actually, it tastes exactly the same as Sizzler. So that issue was covered. Now we've just got to solve the issue of just constantly serving ourselves from a Bain Marie. I love buffets. I love it.
We should have a Sizzler dinner party. We can make the jello, the soft serve, the cheese toast, the spag bowl.
On that note, I have always wanted to do a Macca's birthday party as an adult. And I did ring up. Probably about, no, I say ring up, but that's a lie. I don't call anyone. This was email. It was about 10 years ago. And I emailed them, the local, just Macca's that had the party area. And, you know, pitched my concept and was like, would you be interested in, you know, throwing it for an adult? And they were like, oh no, it really is catered, you know, to children. Oh good, I've fucked this up already. Alright,
The F-bomb.
wait till I drop that F-bomb, which I did, and I've made two of the same side. That's alright, because, look, if I have to make multiples, I'm going to need the same side anyway. That is... Okay, so it turns out crafting and talking at the same time is a skill that needs to be developed. Alright, so we're going to start. Oh crap, I used all the... Okay, I actually can't even fix it and have to go and get... Wait! Hang on! No, it is wrong. Alex is just dying. His face is so red. Okay, hang on. Yeah. Oh, wow. I can't wait to watch that bit back when I was like, no, they do fit. The perfect fit. Why did I only buy 2 sheets of felt in one color when I needed like 5? And I've double shot myself in the foot because I did it with the pink as well. All right.
Do you need me to run to the dollar shop?
No, I'm good. I'm pretty sure I can find something else to wear. No, okay. I should... Oh, 47 minutes. We still have one person with us at 4 likes. Hello. Hello to whoever is still joining me on. So, hang on. Summing all this up. That is so funny. Of course I did that. Of course I did. Okay. Now I'm going to have to like sit here and double check it for like 45 minutes going, hang on. No, I need the other side now, but I can't remember which one I did. Okay, so clearly that requires 2 different pieces of my brain to work. So, okay. Good job working on the puppets, everyone. Where was I up to? We were discussing...
Family restaurants. We've moved on from that. You said you were going to come back to dressing up.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. Actually, yes. Since I've messed everything up, I want to at least give some. I want to at least give something I actually have been thinking about recently. And actually, if you watch my last Lady Hart After Dark episode, there is a lovely lady in there named Lady Dior, and she starts to give a lecture to everyone about not wearing sweats and things outside of the house and things like that. And sort of similar along those lines, not that topic, but along those lines, when you get the when people say they're looking at clothes and they're like, oh my God, I love it, but what would I ever wear it to? That annoys the hell out of me. I had to calm myself down there because that's how intensely I feel about it. Because you don't need an occasion. Like, one of my actual I get to just sit back now, just chill. One of my favorite things is when, I'm out and about just doing what I do, and someone in public will come up to me and they'll go like, oh wow, what are you all dressed up for? And I'm like, it's a Wednesday. And there is so much satisfaction in just giving that response alone. So I don't ever think you need to have a situation for an outfit or for something that you want to do. Because, and this is where it gets onto the existential level, and it is because life is short, and I'm not going to spend my life not doing and wearing what I want, because that's the other thing that usually comes after it. It's, you're so brave. I'm not brave because I'm wearing an outfit. I'm wearing an outfit. I enjoy it. This is, for me, dopamine dressing. I'm dressing happy and flamboyantly. That makes me happy. But you don't need the occasion. You absolutely do not. And I think that's something people should lean way more into. Like, if you just enjoy it, then do it. Like, ridicule is not something to be scared of. There are so many other things in this world to be scared of, but ridicule is not one of them. It's just words, and that's the words of Adam Ant. Actually, ridicule is nothing to be scared of. But I think when it's something that you enjoy, but there is that self-consciousness, and I do understand that. But to me, it is not, brave to wear an outfit. There are brave people doing actually courageous things all the time. Wearing an outfit is not. Summing that whole thing up, where was I going with that? Alex, keep me on track.
Wear what you want to wear for no occasion?
Yes, no occasion. You don't need the occasion. Either the occasion will find you, or make one. Or it doesn't even need the occasion. Like, man, be the occasion. Get dressed up for dinner at home if you want to. The only reason I don't is because I am so dang lazy. Of course I can't go nearly a full hour without revealing that, yeah, I do have my pajama pants on underneath my boiler suit. That's a good reveal, right?
Yeah. But
yeah, I just think more lean into what you enjoy. I shouldn't, to me, when I say I don't think it's brave, if you take that as a courageous step, and that means to you it is bravery, 100%, I am so behind that, absolutely. But to me, when just people say that to me, I'm like, there are people running into buildings saving people from fires. That's brave. Wearing an outfit that makes you look different from other people, that's not brave to me. That's just I want to wear my little outfits. Just so yeah, I think more on that. I think I pretty much summed that up. Usually I would have a well-crafted, beautiful, winding speech that would have summarized all that absolutely fantastically. However, it is Sunday morning. It is 12:05. And my brain still hasn't picked up quite yet. So I think I will wrap up my very first live stream. We did it, guys! Very first live stream. So yeah, I wanted to do this. I fully didn't expect people to join me, so hi.
You do also have 2 comments in the chat.
Can you read them to me? Oh my god, so I was planning to have like it both going so I could live chat here and live chat there, but okay, comments,
Yeah.
read.
So the first comment is from Mia. It says none of those 90s all-you-can-eat places exist anymore. They all kind of just fizzled away.
They did. So yes, Sizzler was a good one. There was in Penrith, we also had one called, it was the Black Stump restaurant, I believe. Why are you smiling is the next question.
No.
Okay. Yes, we had it called the Black Stump. And then actually
The Black Star.
the Black Stump Family Restaurant. And then Jeff and I were having a conversation the other night. And I came up with this concept because of the Black Stump restaurants called Stumpies. And it's a drive-through family restaurant where you have, like, it's inconvenient as anything. Literally, you drive up the drive-through, they've got the big menu, but then they've got a literal person standing next to this huge menu, ready to take your order in person. You then have to drive further through the drive-in and then wait for half an hour while your main meal is cooked, because this is a family restaurant. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is still fine dining. You are then handed a white dinner plate with your meal and cutlery on it straight into your car. You then have to, and this was the bit that got me, drive with a full dinner plate of food on your lap, find like your steak and chips with gravy and salad. And if you get salad, I'm kind of judging you, because if you don't get salad, they usually give you extra chips. Wink. So yes, Stumpy's drive-through, fine dining, family restaurant, completely inconvenient every step of the way. I want to pitch this to Shark Tank.
What happens to the plates? Are you driving around the block so you can give all the plates and cutlery back?
No.
Okay.
They can keep it. Again, inconvenient at every point. So the mental image of someone trying to drive whilst holding a full dinner plate on their lap. Really, yeah, so, where's my Shark Tank theme song? No, I can't even remember. I've just got the Goosebumps theme in my head. I'm like, do. Okay, Shark Tank, Stumpies, drive-through, fine dining. And then, of course, my lovely husband, Jed, jumped in and was like, what if people don't like the inconvenience? And I'm like, you're right. I'm just going to improve my business model ever so slightly by coming up with one single improvement. And that is, the entire concept is still the same, but you are now handed your dinner plate inside a plastic bag. And that is still with the cutlery resting on the edges. I want this to be as unfine dining experience as possible. So yes, that was my idea, my business idea for Stumpies. Patent pending. What other, but the Black Stump, Sizzler, all you can eat Pizza Hut.
The Black Stump was where you went for a really special occasion.
That was birthday and sort of parents' anniversary
yeah.
level. Yeah. Okay, what's the next question? Question, comment.
The next comment says, yo, people give me shit for wearing my ponchos and scarves, but I love them.
Yes, own it. Oh my God. Like, it doesn't, what gets me is that it doesn't affect their life in any way. It's like, okay, I'm wearing a stupid hat today. Like, okay, they can have their opinion on it. That is fine. That is like, and they're going to. So that's absolutely fine. However, like, it's not ruining their day in any way. It does not ruin their life or affect them in any way. If they want to focus on the fact that someone is wearing something that they don't find, you know, pleasing to them in some way. It's like, that sounds like a you problem. Because I'm over here having a poncho and scarf party, looking damn fine, and I'm just hearing jealousy on that part. Not really. But yeah, just own it. Like, again, life is short. Like, I don't want to be at any point in my life looking back where I'm like, I should have done that, or I should have worn that, or I should have said that. So yeah, that's my whole big thing. Do it now, because you don't want that regret. I'd rather regret saying or doing something than not, I think. Yeah. I couldn't live with the just left undone. Like, see, this is the thing. I want to be a ghost so bad because, like, I want to haunt everyone. And knowing me, I won't have any unfinished business. I'll just be like, all right, I've wrapped everything up. Think that's it. Been real, guys. Bye. And so I won't get the ghost opportunity. However, since everyone is automatically drafted into the skeleton war as soon as they die, which is something that I should be promoting more awareness of, by the way, because this awareness has fallen out of favor since 2012, and you need to be aware that you're already recruited. So the skeleton war meme was my absolute favorite. In summing that up, you own, rock that scarf and poncho. I love a good poncho. Do you know why? Mighty Boosh, it is impossible to be sad in a poncho. Huh? All right, yay. Is there more?
That's it.
There's 4 thumbs up.
Yeah. Can't forget about Thummy.
Alrighty, well, that was my very first live stream, so thank you for joining me. I did not expect anyone to actually join in. I wanted to sort of just get my first live stream out of the way because, as I said at the beginning, I was having sort of mental trouble separating myself on stage and myself filming, and when it sort of comes together, it was really, just sort of making me really nervous and stressing me out. But so I just wanted to get the first one out of the way, because even though I'm afraid of it, it's just, I'm going to do it anyway. Like, there is no rational reason I should be afraid of it. So face that fear on a Sunday morning. And now it's done. I had a lot of fun. I screwed up what I was working on, but that's absolutely fine. I will go and continue working on those during the week. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for joining me and listening to me, Alex, and Jed just stitching and bitching. Did you have fun, Al?
Yeah, woo!
Did you have fun, bud?
Yes.
Yes! You can tell that's usually because I have to be just enthusiastic enough for everyone. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. It is beautiful weather in Sydney, and I haven't checked the weather forecast. Not a licensed meteorologist. Went full circle on the joke. That is my ending. I am Lady Hart. You have been an audience. I am done. Woo! Oh, wait, how do I turn it off? Wow, that's embarrassing.